And I thought that was crazy.
So you don't believe in micromanagement?
I don't. I don't. I think you do a great job at this and you check in, hey, how's it going? I need any help. But I think that's very different from show me how you're doing that, show me why you're doing that, etc.
Would you say the same applies to a student? We don't need to micromanage a student, that we need to help students fall in love with learning?
100%.
Yeah, I think it's so important. We need to help people fall in love with learning, and that's different for different people. Some might want to be working in woodshop class, or become a plumber one day, which are incredible careers to provide for your family. Others might want to be a software engineer, but you need to learn how to learn and take agency over your own education. When school and society is telling you you have to know this, this, and this by this age, does it really provide the most successful adults? I don't believe so. And so that's why I'm so excited to work with some of the incredible and innovative educators we work with today, and have so many incredible educators like Anna work in the side of the company, because this allows for us to have a much better product and be able to impact more people. And so let's talk more about the scene in LA. And so you're from LA, you've been here a long time. We work in LA. We're a really passionate LA based company. What do you think is the best place to be able to go to school in terms of college in Los Angeles? Are you a UCLA person, USC? I know you went to LMU. Like, how did you maneuver to LMU? What made you want to go there?
I did LMU because it was, well, actually, all of them are very close to home. I didn't get into USC or UCLA, so I guess that
So
narrowed
you
down
did
the
apply
choice
to
for
all
me.
three.
I didn't apply to USC. It was way too expensive. I knew I was not going to be able to afford it. Didn't even try. And I had to pay for my application, so I wasn't going to waste money there.
How
UCLA,
much do applications cost?
I can't remember. It was probably about $100. Yeah, but if I mean you add all these
Yeah, no,
applications up as a high
I
schooler.
appreciate it. So like, think about that for all the young people listening out there. And that's one of the best parts about living in California. And of course, there's some pros, some cons, a very polarizing state. I think it would be universally agreed upon in an unbiased way that the UC system is the top ranked public school system in the country. You have UCLA, which is largely considered the number one public school in the world. Berkeley, which is a close second. UC Berkeley, very highly ranked public school. UC Irvine is usually ranked in the top 30 on US News. UC Santa Barbara is right around high 20s, low 30s. Again, fact check me at home. Feel free. US News, best list to look to for college rankings. So you're talking about four schools in the and UC San Diego. Let's not forget. My apologies. We actually have a hire from UC San Diego, incredible school, especially for computer science. So you have five schools that I know for a fact are top 40 in the entire country in your state that you can get in-state tuition. But you didn't choose any of these. You decided to go to private school, yet you're complaining about $100 application fee. So let's hear what the decision there happened.
LMU was very gracious with the amount of financial aid that they gave me.
Learn about financial aid,
Yes,
everyone. You can get so much money, it can help you get a great education.
very gracious there. But we've talked about this, Michael, and how important it is to build a network. And I knew I wanted to live in Los Angeles after college. I don't know how I knew this or why I knew this, but I knew I needed to stay in LA to grow a network. And so that was a big part of it. I did visit northern campuses, and frankly, I wasn't a big fan of Northern California.
She's very coastal elite here, but doesn't like northern coastal elites, only SoCal. No, I think Anna's exactly right. And that's what I really advise any listeners out there as well, is go to school where you want to live after school. It's so important. It helps your network so much. I went to Penn undergrad, incredible institution, go Quakers. All my friends went to mostly New York and Philadelphia. I came back to Chicago. I didn't benefit off the network nearly as much as my MBA, where I got my MBA at UCLA. Go UCLA, Anderson, proud alum, proud board member. And now I live in Los Angeles. I benefit every single day off of the network I built at UCLA. Whereas Penn, which arguably it's ranked a higher school slightly, and they're both great institutions, I did not benefit off the network because I didn't stay in New York or Philly. Not many Penn alums in Chicago. One of the tips I put out there to all the fans is go to school's LinkedIn page. It's so great. This was data that wasn't as readily available 15, 20 years ago. You go to one of these schools' LinkedIn page and you scroll over to the alumni tab, you can see what cities people are living in. And then you can even reach out to those folks. But the point is, you can get a quick snapshot. Okay, here's the three cities that are the top three feeders from this school. Penn, Chicago, not even in the top five. And so that was a mistake on my end that I could have got more out of my experience. And so when you're applying to schools, the two pieces that I would suggest, there's two. One, look at the US news and apply to the best schools that you believe you could possibly get into, and cross-reference it with cities that you want to live in and see yourself in afterwards. And so there's a huge mix of opportunities there. I think that's great that you were intentional about LMU. When you went into teaching, what made you so passionate? It sounds like it was a dream of yours your whole life about helping students and making their lives better.
Have always admired my teachers. They were instrumental in everything. My parents were immigrants, and so they really relied on teachers to help them navigate the school system, and everything from like applying to healthcare, Medicare, and those social services. So to me, teachers were part of the community and they were more than just my classroom teachers. So I wanted to contribute and be a part of that.
Yeah, teachers and coaches are almost an extension of parenthood, and that's why we appreciate them so much, and they're the heroes of society. What classes do you think in high school were a complete waste of time?
We talked about I math, some of
Oh,
the
wow,
these math
math.
courses.
Hot take
I've
here.
changed my opinion on math. Yeah.
Okay,
I'd
why?
say
Because
after
AI or ChatGPT, or like, why do you say math's a waste? That's not where I was expecting you to go with this conversation.
yeah, I don't use statistics. I was really bad at it. I use Claude for everything. Shout out Anthropic. So
She
I'd s-
doesn't like OpenAI. Sorry, Sam Altman. She's all about Anthropic. I mean, okay, I like where you're going with this. For me, I would have said science.